Welcome to the next part of secret number 6 in the Marketing Deal series. With me, I'm Diane Curran. We call it Deal Yourself In, 13 Marketing Strategy Secrets. And secret number 6 is business model. In our first video on this secret, we spoke about sole proprietorship, aka the solopreneur, partnership, and we talked a little bit about the business model that relies upon seed money or credit lines or private loans. Now, when you apply for a bank loan or seek venture capital, anything from an outside source, you must provide a fully detailed business plan. That is a lot of work. With more informal sources for money, especially if you self-fund, the temptation is to skip right over that hard work and rely on personal trust and relationships instead. Be very careful. Contingencies, and that's one part of a formal business plan, is to identify what could go differently, what could go wrong, what could be unexpected, both good and bad, and how will you handle it? Well, a contingency can overtake your optimism, even your naivete, and it isn't often pretty. Here are 3 more business models to review and choose from. The first one, I've kind of lumped together 3 that seem very different: wholesale, retail, and franchise. What it is all about here is the delivery method you choose to get your product or service to your ultimate buyer. And they are 3 very different approaches, but they're all oriented toward how are you conducting commerce and how do you accomplish the sale. So, are you willing to put your sales fortunes in the hands of outside vendors or partners? Established channels can catapult results beyond your own connections or sales expertise, yet this requires strong partnering skills. There are people who have independent reps. There are people who say, look, I don't want to be involved in the retail experience. I want to provide to retailers and let them be the ones who ultimately sell my product. People who franchise can be on both sides of the equation. They buy into a franchise, they've got a ready-made business, or they have a concept that they then franchise out so other people are actually selling the end product. So there is complexity within this, but it's all about how you deliver. Now, the next one we'll take a look at is venture capital. Are you willing to share the jackpot? That's what it really comes down to. There's a lot of work that goes into starting up a business, and we've all heard about sweat equity. But sweat equity is not what venture capitalists value the most. What they value is their ROI formula, their return on investment. We're going to talk a little bit about that as another secret later on. But you want to vet your potential venture partners just as they vet you and learn what are their ROI formulas. Most importantly, what are their timelines and their management style? When do they expect to see a payout? They know they're assuming risk, but they are looking to actually make money that is going to be better than some long-term, drawn-out process of making their capital back. So you want to look carefully at what that world is about if you choose to participate. Then you go up the next level, and this is true for startups that are requiring a large team and a big capital investment. Public offering. Are you ready to work with an even bigger team? Factor in things like regulatory agencies, the SEC, shareholder votes that may not go your way, and decision-making with public judgment. Carefully time this stage to protect your offering from an unreceptive market climate. Many of us remember when Facebook did their initial public offering. People were excited about it, and it appeared as though it was not only going to tank in terms of the valuation expected, but that it was going to put the company itself in grave danger of going under. Well, they hung in there, turned it around, very solid, but the perception is an important part. I'm saying market perception is an important part of any public offering. So how do you ensure that your best case doesn't become a worst case reality? Gather your facts, including those that are hiding out and hard to find, and be very objective. Choose a business model for the short term, consider where you're headed for the long term, and think yourself through, because the market's going to respond to whatever you present to them. Now, it's onward to secret number 7 in our video series. Your comments are very much appreciated. If you'd like to learn more, come visit us at themarketingdeal.com, and thanks so much for joining us.